Okay, you just got paid. The money hits your account, and for a glorious 12 seconds, you feel rich. Then the confusion sets in. Where's this supposed to go? Tacos? Rent? A questionable alpaca sweater you saw online? It feels like you're just guessing, throwing money at things and hoping it all works out. But what if I told you there's a secret instruction manual, a step-by-step blueprint for your money? Doing it in the right order is the difference between building a financial skyscraper and a sad, lopsided birdhouse. So where do we start? What's the absolute first thing you should do with your paycheck? It's not sexy, it's not exciting, but it's the foundation for everything. So you got to ask yourself, if my life suddenly went sideways, how screwed would I be? Like, what if your car's transmission decides it identifies as a box of broken glass? Or your boss calls you in for a surprise meeting about exploring new opportunities? This is where level 1 comes in, the oh crap fund, otherwise known as an emergency fund. It's a pile of cash sitting in a boring high-yield savings account that you absolutely do not touch. This isn't an emergency, I need new sneakers fund. This is a the sky is falling fund. How much? The classic advice is 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses. Enough to keep the lights on and eat something other than ramen if your income suddenly vanishes. Think of it as the ultimate stress reducer. It's a financial safety net that lets you sleep at night. So, Buck's first thought is, okay, I'm safe from immediate disaster. Now what? Am I supposed to invest? Not so fast. First, you have to answer a very important question. Am I currently turning down free money? Because most people are, and they don't even know it. This brings us to level 2, the free money glitch. If your job offers a 401k, 403b, or any retirement plan with an employer match, this is you. Buck thinks a 401k match. That sounds complicated. Is it a trap? No, Buck. It's not a trap. It is literally a 100% guaranteed return on your money. Here's how it works. Your company says, for every dollar you put into your retirement account, we'll put 1 and 2. Up to a certain limit, of course. Usually something like 3 to 5% of your salary. Not contributing enough to get the full match is like your boss offering you a raise and you saying, no thanks, I'm good. It's the best deal in all of finance. So, before you do anything else, contribute enough to get that full match. Okay, Buck's oh crap fund has started. He's getting his free money. Now he's feeling pretty good. But then he remembers something is lurking in the shadows. Something that eats his money while he sleeps. He asks himself, what about that credit card bill that just keeps growing? Welcome to level 3, slaying the high-interest debt monster. We're talking about credit cards, payday loans, personal loans, anything with an interest rate that makes you wince. Think of it this way. Investing is like trying to fill a bucket with water. High-interest debt is a giant hole in the bottom. You can pour all you want, but you're not going to get very far until you plug the hole. Paying off a credit card with a 22% interest rate is like getting a guaranteed 22% return on your investment. You cannot find that kind of guaranteed return anywhere else. Not legally, anyway. So, list out your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest, and attack the one at the top with a vengeance. Make minimum payments on everything else, but every spare dollar goes to killing that top monster. Once it's dead, you take all the money you were throwing at it and attack the next one on the list. This is the avalanche method. Seriously, this part is a game changer. Getting rid of high-interest debt is like taking financial ankle weights off. What's the craziest interest rate you've ever had to deal with? Let me know in the comments. Let's all feel better by comparison. Okay, quick recap. Emergency fund is funded. Free 401k money is secured. The debt monster is slain. Now we can finally start talking about some serious wealth building. Buck feels a shift in the air. He starts hearing whispers of strange acronyms. Roth IRA, HSA. He asks, are these secret societies? Do I need a password? Close. Welcome to Level 4, the tax advantage cheat codes. These are special retirement and savings accounts that the government gives you a massive tax break for using. Think of them like a greenhouse for your money. They help it grow faster because it's protected from the tax man. The two big ones are a Roth IRA and an HSA if you have a high-deductible health plan. A Roth IRA is amazing. You put in money that you've already paid taxes on, and then it gets to grow and be withdrawn in retirement completely 100% tax-free. All that growth, all those decades of compounding, the government can't touch a dime of it. Then there's the health savings account, or HSA. This thing is a triple threat superhero. The money goes in tax-free, it grows tax-free, and it comes out tax-free for medical expenses. It's meant for health care, but after age 65, you can use it for anything, just like a traditional retirement account. So the goal is to max out these accounts if you can. First the Roth IRA, then the HSA. Remember that confusing instruction manual from the beginning? This is the part that makes everything click together. If these steps are finally making money feel less like a total mystery, do your future self a favor and hit subscribe. Okay, deep breath. Emergency fund. 401k match. Debt gone. Tax advantage accounts are being funded. Buck's question now is, I'm putting money into these accounts, but what do I actually buy with it? Does he have to become one of those people who screams at stock charts and drinks way too much coffee? Thankfully, no. The best answer is the most boring answer. And that brings us to the final step. Level 5, the genius, lazy, set it and forget it plan. You're not going to try and pick the next hot stock. You're not a psychic, and neither is anyone else. Trying to find the one winning stock is like trying to find one specific needle in a continent-sized haystack. So what do? You buy the whole haystack, every single piece of straw. This is called a low-cost, broad market index fund. That's a mouthful, so let's translate. Index fund just means you're buying a tiny piece of a bunch of different companies all at once. Like an S&P 500 index fund, which holds the 500 biggest companies in the U.S. You're not betting on one horse to win the race. You're betting on all the horses combined to generally run forward. And historically, they do. The market has its ups and downs, but the long-term trend is always up. The low-cost part is critical. You want funds with super low fees called expense ratios. High fees are like termites, silently eating away at your returns over decades. So, Buck's big realization is the smartest plan is to admit you're not a stock-picking genius. Yep, the most effective strategy is to be lazy. Buy the whole market, keep your costs low, and just wait. And that's the blueprint. That's the entire game plan, from your very first paycheck to your first investment. Let's recap the levels. Level 1, build your oh crap fund for safety. Level 2, get your full employer match. Don't leave free money on the table. Level 3, destroy high-interest debt. Plug the holes in your bucket. Level 4, use tax advantage cheat codes like a Roth IRA and HSA. And Level 5, invest everything else in boring, low-cost index funds. It's not about being a Wall Street wizard. It's about having a simple plan and the discipline to stick to it. It turns the chaos of what do I do with my money into a calm, repeatable process. Now Buck knows exactly where his next dollar is going, and the dollar after that. Which leaves just one last question. Does the alpaca sweater count as an